Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cheryl Technology Channel. My name is Chris, and in this one we are going to be looking at something very unique. So as y'all know, I started a series on Linux and building a distro, but I changed my mind kind of halfway through. Not really changed my mind, but decided to go a little bit different direction, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. This will be the intro to it. So if you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, reach out to me in the comments. Let's get right into this video. First, I want to start by saying I have Gemini Pro, and I was going to use Gemini Pro to build a Linux distribution. Well, there's a problem. Gemini lies. I'm going to just say it because it's true. It has lied to me multiple times, knowing full well that what it was saying was a lie, because I would say, hey, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm like, dude, don't talk to me like like you're human, because you're not. Stop. Do your job. So that's what ended up happening. And there was a question I asked it the other day about something, and it blatantly lied to me. So I said, you know what? If Gemini is going to do crap like that, I'm going to stop using it. So you may be asking yourself, well, what are you going to use, Chris? Well, here's what I'm going to use. I got a 7-day trial to Grok. Super Grok, and I actually like it because it sources the places it's getting from, and it pulls from multiple sources. So I gave it this random command to figure something out for me, and I knew how to do it, but it figured it out and knew exactly the commands to do it. So I decided, you know what, we're going to use Super Grok to do this. So that's what this series is going to be about. So the first step. So firstly, I was going to do a video on running Arch, because I personally like CachyOS. The laptop that's in the background back there, I don't think y'all can see it. There is a laptop back there, and that laptop is running CachyOS. I took it with me today and used it, and it worked perfectly fine in the car. So I just used my hotspot and did that, and that's another video I've got coming up later about T-Mobile and Verizon. I'll do that one later. But basically what this video is about is to kind of introduce you to the idea of what can AI really do. Everybody says it's this great and amazing, incredible thing, and you see everywhere how bad it screws things up. And so I wanted to test this theory. Can it really build what they say it can build? It can do all these amazing things, supposedly. So that's kind of where I was at, y'all. I wanted to see if it would do what it said it would do. And I don't know if it will. I don't know. I don't know what it can do. But I can tell you that Grok is better than Gemini. That I can tell you. And I don't like ChatGPT because Sam Altman owns it, so I won't use it. Not to say that Elon does everything on the up and up, but at least his stuff works. So that's what this video is about. So let's get right into this. So basically, I started off the video. I was sitting in front of the camera like this, and I said to myself, oh, well, here we go, y'all. Let's just go right into this. CachyOS, and we're going to run Cosmic OS, Cosmic Desktop. The fact of the matter is when I did that, I hated it. Don't get me wrong, I love Cosmic OS, or the Cosmic DE, designed by System 76. The problem is that it's not good for me. Now, I know what you are thinking. Yes, it is a very good, it's very good. And I'll admit that. It is very good. The problem is that it's not good enough. And it's not what I like. It's not the I've tried to love it. I've been to System 76 warehouse. I've been to their office, and I love them. I love what they're doing, but it's just not for me. So what I ended up doing was I took Cosmic and scrapped that idea. So then I'm on this laptop, I've been running CachyOS with KDE Plasma. I love it. I don't like GNOME at all. I just am not a big fan of GNOME, not even a little bit. But I love Cachy, and I love the way that KDE interacts with Cachy. So that as y'all have seen on my channel, I used it for a month and a half, CachyOS with KDE, and I loved it. And it worked flawlessly, absolutely beautifully. It works so good. And so I will be using, so the base foundation for this distribution will be Cachy, because I know how stable it is and how reliable it is. And so that's what I would recommend if because like every DE and every desktop environment, every distribution is not going to be for everybody. And so like some people love Pop! OS and they love the Cosmic desktop environment. I don't. I've tried to use it and I just don't like it. So it's Debian based. Not that I'm saying anything wrong with Debian. I mean, Ubuntu is based on Debian. Debian is Debian. So it's a well-established platform, but it's not for me. And I want y'all to understand that when you're going a journey like this, that what I'm doing is not going to necessarily jive with everybody else. I'm doing it this way because I love Cachy. It worked flawless. I never had a problem with it. It always worked. And so when you're looking into things like this, you need to understand that that the things that are going to make you want to try harder is if you love it. If you love something, that if you love doing it, you're going to do it for a lot longer. And so it'll drive you to learn new things. In this one, now I'm going to be I'm going to be honest with y'all. I know some parts of the Linux kernel, some part, not all. There are things that I don't know, and a lot of them, and I know like this much. There's going to be things that I'm going to be learning along the way. I'm sure that there's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to run into. I don't know. But I believe Grok is well suited for this. Now, I'm going to be using Grok fully for this. I am going to be leaning on it for knowledge that I don't have, and let's hope it doesn't lie to me. I'm going to be leaning on it for information that I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting journey, and I really want to try to do two different series. I want to do one where I build it from scratch with Grok, and then another one where I build it from CachyOS. Now, I like KDE Plasma. I love it. But there are pieces that I like of the other ones. There's just certain things that I like. I like the RPM. So there's things I'm going to be adding into this distribution to make it the way I want. And I guess that's what the whole fundamental thing of all of this is that with Linux, you can make it however you want to make it. No matter what you want to do, you can do it. So that's what the beauty of it is. And I kind of think of it in terms of modularity, where you have this piece goes here, this piece goes here, and when you combine all those together, then you get the operating system. And so my goal in this video series is to show that although it's going to be difficult, you shouldn't ever not do something just because it's difficult. That's the reason you should do it. And so I really want y'all to help to understand that, and I want y'all to really understand that, because I really enjoy this stuff, and being able to do what I love is very important to me. And so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to build two different distributions. One is going to have a base foundation and most of the pieces in place, and then we're going to add the other little pieces we want. And then the other one is going to be built completely from scratch. Everybody, if there's something you want to see me do in this video series, just let me know. I really want to build this from scratch, and I will, but I don't know all the pieces of the Linux kernel. I just don't know. I know what I don't know. And it's okay to admit that you don't know, because you're not going to know. It's impossible for you to know everything in IT. Impossible. You can't do it. There's too many things. And so we learn what we need to learn as we go. And so that's what this video series is literally about. That it's about going through a journey of discovery and of figuring out how the Linux kernel works and what it is. How does it do this? How does it do that? I mean, there's things that I'm going to learn along the way. So I'm taking all of you on the journey with me. And it's going to be brutal. It's going to suck sometimes. I'm going to get aggravated. I know it. But I believe that it's going to teach me an enormous amount of stuff. And that's what I love the most. So everybody, if you want to come on this journey with me, this has been the introduction to the series. Next, we're going to be building out the kernel. We're going to be installing CachyOS, and then I'm going to be running it in a virtual machine on my big PC. I call it my big PC because the tower's huge and it's got a bunch of stuff in it, a bunch of cool stuff that I've already went over a couple times. But I think this series is going to be pretty cool. And so everybody, come along with me on this journey. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, because I'm off for a week. Yes, no work for a week, but I'm probably going to work my butt off on eBay. So everybody, thank y'all for watching. If you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, please, I want you to know him. I really do. But if you don't know him, just reach out to me in the comments. We'll talk about it. And everybody, until next time, thank you for watching. And until I see you again in my next video, peace.